All right, ready to dive deep into the mind of Mike Wolfe.
Sounds fascinating.
You shared his blog with us.
Yeah.
A whole decade's worth of entries, from his 70s to his 80s even. It's like watching someone's mind evolve. Someone who doesn't believe in slowing down, obviously.
Totally. What gets me is how committed he is to using his blog for growth, even at that age.
Right.
Many people would just settle into a routine, but not him. He takes on aging, wrestles with big ideas, always learning. It's a testament to lifelong learning, really.
It's inspiring. He's not just watching life go by, he's in it,
Yeah.
questioning, experimenting with how to think and be. It's amazing. Let's rewind to the start. When he first hit 70,
Okay.
what was he like back then?
His early entries show how aware he was of getting older and what that could do to his mind. He even talks about the brain that changes itself, the book, like it was a wake-up call.
To fight against decline, right?
Exactly. He wanted to stay sharp.
And it's fascinating to see what he does, like walking downstairs with his head up on purpose,
Oh, I read that one.
just to stay present and engaged. That's not just a tip. It shows how determined he was to stay mentally agile.
Definitely. Pushing back against habits that might make things worse, it's admirable, that proactive approach to aging. And it sets the stage for his whole journey of self-improvement, which we see throughout the blog.
He has this great story from when he was younger. He felt like a grown-up stuck in a kid's body. Like he was always aware of himself, almost like an existential thing, you know?
Interesting. Yeah, that self-awareness seems to pop up again and again, leading to his exploration of consciousness and reality later on.
Right, and he doesn't shy away from tough topics either. Economics, for one. He dives right into modern monetary theory, MMT.
Yeah, and his take on it is definitely unique.
Not your typical economist, huh?
Nope. He has this cool analogy called Arkencorp. He compares Walmart to a whole country to show how MMT might work.
Like Walmart printing its own money, Walmart bucks, and then using that to pay everyone and for everything.
Exactly. He argues that if that happened, the usual ideas about economics based on scarcity might not even apply.
Whoa. So he's challenging the very foundation of how we think about money and value.
Exactly. It makes you think about debt, wealth, and whether an economic system could exist without the fear of scarcity.
It's mind-blowing. And it leads us to another fascinating part of his blog, his writing process. He even asks, who writes my stuff? Like he's having a meta moment about his own creativity.
It's like he steps outside himself and watches himself write. This leads him to auto-Mike,
Mike.
a version of himself conditioned to write automatically, like it's effortless.
Almost like a separate Mike is writing these insightful posts.
Right, and that leads to some deep questions about free will, creativity, and what makes us us.
Right, the very essence of self. And speaking of which, his blog takes a turn toward philosophy. He gets into consciousness, mindfulness, and the nature of reality. Big stuff.
He starts describing these waking up experiences, moments where he sees the world in a whole new way.
Like an epiphany.
Kind of. It's about being super aware of the present moment. No more mental chatter. He talks about the struggle to stay present, to escape the movie playing in his head.
Yeah, I get that.
And then there's this experiment he describes. He tries to find the self that wants to write, but he finds nothing.
So the I that we think is us, it might be an illusion.
It's a radical concept. It challenges everything we think we know about who we are.
And how we experience the world.
Exactly. And it's refreshing, really, to see someone approach those hot-button topics in such a calm and analytical way.
Yeah, not getting caught up in all the noise.
Exactly. And this curiosity, it extends to his personal life, too. He reflects on love, relationships, the sacrifices we make for each other.
He has some beautiful insights about his 50 years with Bobby, his wife,
Oh, I remember those.
highlighting how important it is to keep those bonds strong.
Right.
He's honest about the challenges of a long partnership, too, like communication and choosing to love each other every day.
He really hits on that point, doesn't he? Love isn't just a feeling, it's a choice. We make it every day.
And he's not just talking about romantic love. He's deeply connected to his daughters and grandkids. Family is a big deal for him. His thoughts on forgiveness are really moving, too, both forgiving others and ourselves.
It's powerful stuff. He admits his own flaws, recognizing that we're all works in progress.
That vulnerability makes it so relatable. He's not pretending to have all the answers. He's on this journey, too, learning as he goes.
Absolutely. A fellow traveler, that's a good way to put it.
And he's not afraid to experiment with personal growth either. He talks about meditation and mindfulness, trying to be more present in his life.
And he's really honest about struggling with a consistent practice. I think a lot of us can relate to that.
Totally. He explores guided meditations, different techniques, trying to understand mindfulness better. It's not about achieving some perfect state. It's about the journey, the practice itself.
Right, the continuous engagement.
Remember Mike, that writing persona?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that idea really takes off in some later posts.
Yeah.
It's like Mike becomes a separate entity, almost.
Exactly. He describes starting a post, working on it, then completely forgetting about it, and later it's finished, like someone else completed it while he slept.
Wow.
It makes you wonder about the subconscious mind, right? Its role in creativity.
Is he really in control, or is Mike driving the bus?
It blurs the lines of authorship and agency, that's for sure.
And those waking up experiences we talked about, those become more frequent and intense too.
Oh, yeah.
It's like he's peeling back the layers of consciousness, seeing the illusion of the self more clearly.
He even describes these false awakenings, thinking he's awake, but he's actually still dreaming.
Whoa.
It gets at the nature of perception. How do we know what's real, what's imagined? It's a deep dive into reality itself.
It's mind-bending, for sure. And as he goes deeper, he starts questioning not just the self, but reality itself.
He pushes the boundaries. There's this one passage where he imagines talking to the universe.
Right.
And the universe tells him it didn't exist until he opened his eyes and perceived it.
Ooh.
It's about subjective reality, how consciousness shapes our experience.
It's profound. And it ties into his growing interest in AI, too.
Right. He sees parallels between the human mind and AI. Both can process information, be creative.
So maybe AI already exists, not as robots, but as the systems we've created.
Corporations, governments, those complex things.
He's saying they have a kind of intelligence. They make decisions, adapt, just like our minds do.
Yeah.
It expands what we think of as intelligence.
Definitely. And he doesn't stop there. He starts experimenting. Remember MMT, that economic theory?
Yeah.
He applies it to his own life, creates a personal system using his own currency, Mike dollars.
He pays himself for completing tasks.
Exactly. He even tries to use it to motivate Mike to write more. Like, if governments can print money, why can't he?
That's amazing. It blurs economics, motivation, and his exploration of self.
He's testing it out, a personal experiment in value and exchange, playful and insightful.
It shows his willingness to experiment, take big ideas, and use them in unexpected ways. It's funny, too. And speaking of blurring lines, we have to talk about his reflections on love and sacrifice.
His insights about Bobby are so moving. The ups and downs of a long relationship, the importance of communication, choosing to love each other.
He doesn't paint it as a fairy tale.
Right, it's real.
And he gets into forgiveness, too, letting go of hurt, resentment, not just for others, but for himself, too. Self-compassion, acceptance.
He's open about his own struggles. Self-doubt, procrastination, the pressure to achieve. That makes his insights even more powerful.
It's real, human stuff.
Absolutely. And then there's this post where he imagines his appliances becoming sentient.
Wait, what?
They develop their own language. It's hilarious, but also makes you think.
Like the Terminator meets Alice in Wonderland.
It's about our relationship with technology. What if machines woke up? He imagines them forming their own society, hierarchies, the whole thing.
A bit unsettling, but also funny.
He uses humor to explore consciousness, the blurring lines between human and machine.
It's a deeper concern, too, right?
Yeah.
As AI gets more powerful, what happens if we lose control?
Exactly. And he doesn't just focus on the risks. He sees the potential, too.
He even describes a conversation with a voice in his head. He calls it God.
I remember that one.
This voice tells him the purpose of the universe is consciousness itself.
Wow.
Whether it's a literal divine encounter or a symbolic representation, it's a huge shift in his thinking. So what can we, the listeners, take away from all this? Mike's blog shows us the incredible resilience of the human spirit, the power we have to grow and change, no matter how old we are or what's happened.
It's never too late to write, to question, to explore, to build a life that reflects who we truly are.
His journey highlights the importance of self-reflection and living intentionally.
And the most important takeaway, the greatest adventure is inside ourselves, exploring our own minds and hearts.
And if consciousness is the driving force of the universe, like Mike suggests, maybe the best thing we can do is cultivate awareness, live intentionally, and share our unique spark with the world.
Beautifully said.